Hello friends, welcome to our channel Knowledge Amplifier. So in my this particular video, I am going to show you how you can use local binary pattern feature extraction for machine learning projects. Okay, and today the project which I am going to discuss is very popular project that is facial expression or emotion classification. Okay, whether the detected face is sad or happy or maybe some other neutral. Okay, like this for the classification purpose of the emotion we can use this particular project. Okay, so first thing what we need to do, we need to create one database, okay, from which we are going to extract the features using local binary pattern feature extraction. Okay, so database creation means we have to take images. Okay, for sorrow face some images we need to take, for happy face we need to take some images, for neutral face we need to take some images, right? So this is nothing but supervised learning. So we need to first create the database using which we will train our model, right? So what I am doing, I am writing this particular code to create the database. See, you can understand the functionality of this particular code from the M file itself. The same code will be provided in the description box or in the comment section. You can check there. Okay, try to understand what I have tried to do here. CLC clear all close all warning off as we generally write. Now I am turning on the webcam and creating one object for detecting the face which we are using Viola Jones algorithm, right? Very popular in computer vision. I have used several times in my image processing projects. Okay, vision.cascade object detector, just you need to write and detect the face. Okay, so for each emotion I am taking 150 images. Okay, for sorrow face I am taking 150 images, for happy face I am going to take 150 images, and for neutral face I am going to take 150 images. So total size of my training set is going to be 150 into 3, that is nothing but 450, right? Now let us extract 150 images for each emotion. How we can do? We are defining one temp variable equal to 0, right? And this temp will basically act like condition checking to break our this while loop. While true, okay, so this is infinite loop, but we will break this while loop based on our temp variable. Okay, each time we are taking one snapshot and then we are trying to detect the face part. Okay, using step function face detector we are passing whatever we have created here and the image, and then if sum of b boxes not equal to 0, that means face is detected using Viola Jones algorithm. Then what we will do, inside this if there is one if else, that is nested if type. Okay, this if is going to check whether temp greater than equal to c or not. If temp greater than equal to c, that means 150 images is taken, we are going to break this while loop. Else, okay, else what we'll do, we'll crop only the face part. Okay, that is detected face part using b boxes, whatever face detection is happening here we are cropping that and resizing the part into 128 cross 128 images. Okay, so that all our training set images is going to have same size, and then we are going to store in our current path. Okay, so we are creating the file name as string concatenation of string representation of the temp variable. So initially it is going to take 0, then 1 up to 149 like that, right? And the data type, the extension we are taking .bmp, and then I am right. Yes, it is only the cropped face part and the file name we are writing in the current directory, and then increasing the temp variable, showing that simultaneously, applying draw now and the if else. And this one outer if, okay, if face is not detected we are going to show the original image and writing draw now. No need to do any operation because the face is not detected using Viola Jones algorithm in this particular case. End this and end this. Like this you take 150 images for happy face, for sorrow face and for neutral face. Okay, and you create 3 different folder. Like here I have created for happy face 150 images I have taken. Okay, and see, you can understand these are cropped and having same size 128, right? What is my size of images? 128 cross 128, right? So see, each face is going to have same size. Okay, right? Then for neutral face I have taken the same number of images, and for sad face also I have taken same number of uh, images. Okay, now we have created three different files, three different folders inside which our training set images are stored. Now what is going to be my training label? That is nothing but these folder names: happy, neutral, sad, right? So we are going to train our model using this train emotion function. Simple CLC clear closure warning off. I am creating one image data store of my database name. I am giving MJ, including subfolders. Yes, inside this MJ folder there is happy folder, there is sort of sad folder, there is neutral folder. Include subfolder true, and label is nothing but the folder name. Okay, we are creating one empty array for storing the training features which we are going to extract using LBP features extraction technique. We are going to create the training labels as imds.labels, and then we are iterating that many number of times, which is equal to total number of images present in our this imds image data store. We are reading image one by one, extracting LBP feature. I am not enabling the rotation. Okay, you can, if you want, you can write upright false to make the extracted features rotation invariant. Okay, and then after that what I am doing, I am creating my training my SVM classifier, and this is going to be array multi-class classifier. Why? Because three possible outcome. Okay, 0 or 1, not like that, not binary classification. So for multi-class classifier training I am using fit CECOC. Okay, passing the training feature and labels, that's all, and saving the classifier with the classifier name, so that whenever we want to detect or classify one particular emotion, we no need to run this particular model, we no need to train this particular model again and again. Once we train, job is done. We are storing the classifier, so in future we are going to use this trained classifier for classification purpose. And this is the most important part, test emotion function. What I am doing, CLC clear all closure warning off, loading the classifier, turning on the webcam, face detector, I am enabling the face detector, and then see here in training emotion, one point I want to discuss: when you are extracting LBP features, convert from RGB to gray. Very important part, because just recall the theoretical intuition part, mathematical part, whatever I have discussed, just only with one channel we have discussed, right? So convert from RGB to gray, otherwise it is going to give you one error. Okay, so here what we are doing, first we are creating the face detector object while true. Okay, infinite loop, we are taking one snapshot, detecting the face part. Okay, if face is detected we are going to classify, else we are going to show the image and writing the title face not detected. Okay, giving one pause 0.1 for animation purpose. And if face is detected, what we are going to do, copying the only face part, resizing that, converting from RGB to gray, extracting the features using local binary pattern feature extraction, predicting using the pre-trained classifier, and showing the predicted class as title part of our image. Okay, that's all the simple code is, right? So let me just run this particular test emotion class and show you how this particular face detector, not face detector, emotion recognizer or facial expression recognizer is working. Here I have basically trained using three emotion: happy, neutral, and sad. You can add multiple emotions if you want. Okay, so let me just run the code and just observe the demonstration. So this is neutral. Okay, I am getting some error. Let me just run this once more. So you have seen this is working perfectly. So the code will be posted in the description box or in the comment section. If you want, you can check there. So this is basically how you can use local binary pattern feature extraction for machine learning project. So this is all for my this video. Thank you for watching.